Awesome. Welcome everyone to the Diamond or Bust group. This training that I posted in the group already, make sure that you go through it. Tanya has an incredible training video. There is also step-by-step. First off is create your list of 200 people. For some of you, that might be scary. For some of you, you've maybe never done that before. But Tanya is going to share a little bit about a big aha moment for her. And her aha moment really pumped me up and fired me up because I started realizing, okay, every month I do the same thing. I do the same things that I teach you guys, but I do it on a bigger scale. I don't play small. I go big. I go big every single month. And what do I like? I'm always telling you guys, like, create an email list. I create new contacts every month. And I started going through and looking at what I was doing. And I create like a contact list of probably about 300 people a month, every month. So I'm just asking you to start with 200, but I do 300 people every month. And in talking with Tanya about this, I'm like, why don't I go bigger? So next month or this month, my goal is to have 500 people, 500 new people on my list because social media makes it easy. But we're asking you right now to create a list of 200 people and to do really basic invites. You're not even asking them to commit to something long-term. You're asking them to look at information so that you can get honest feedback, which I love. So if you do have questions about this as you're going through the post that's in the group, comment below. Please don't comment in the group, comment underneath so that other people can read through all the questions and Tanya and I can make sure to answer those and be able to read all your questions in one area. But I'm going to have Tanya come on and share this huge aha moment. And this is really how she got to Diamond. So we want to take this and help you all get to Diamond this month, 10 days. 20 days, whatever it may be, whatever you believe is possible is possible. And I pretty much build a diamond every month, meaning I sponsor at least 8 coaches and help 2 get to Emerald every single month. It's all in my business center, so it doesn't count as additional diamonds, but I do. I sign anywhere from 10 to 15 coaches a month, and I help those that want to build get to Emerald. And I'm doing it this exact way. And I don't know if I just don't simplify it enough, or maybe I'm letting you guys play too small. I'm letting you say, oh, I'm going to add 2 contacts a day, or if you have small goals and you want to grow slowly, that's okay. That's totally okay. I'm not here to say that, but I know most of you in this group want to grow fast. You want to hit your goals faster, not slower. So it's time that we get a little bit uncomfortable and start creating those lists, because that's what I do every month. I have a list of, like I said, 300, sometimes 400. I'm going to go bigger. I need to do like 500 or 600 this month, and continue rather than just build 1 diamond or sponsor 10 coaches. I'm going to push for 20 and creating 20 active coaches and 4 new emeralds every month. This month or the last 2 weeks, I have had 6 new emeralds. 6 new emeralds in the last 2 weeks. But like I said, I sponsor 10 coaches a month. So this is what's going to help you get there. Okay, Tanya, sorry, I could talk all day.
No, that's okay. That's good. That's good information. That's something that when you said, oh, maybe you don't simplify it for us, or you like, that's what you do, but you didn't, like, maybe that's not what we understood. I think that that's crucial because we watch what you do. And I was like, dang it, how is she doing that? Or, like I was missing that link. I was missing that connection. And so I thought, dang it, I don't know, what am I doing wrong? I'm adding, I got to the point where I was adding like 10 to 20 new contacts a day. I was having these, 10 to 20 live conversations. And I'm like, dang it, I'm not getting Success Club 20. Like, what is it? And it just happened. I follow Sarah Robbins. I think she's an amazing network marketer and I love her tips. And so I happened to catch one of her feeds from her like page about getting a coach, or, getting a distributor, in her case, getting them started right. And so she had this, make your list of 200 as soon as you start as a new coach. Those are going to be, the top 200 people that come to your mind when you think of this business, whether they want to get fit, whether they need to pay some bills, maybe they just want to get healthier, lower their cholesterol. And I thought, oh my gosh, if I really calculate, the first 200 people that I talked to in this business were what got me to Diamond. Those initial 200 contacts were who brought my first business center 2.5 years ago to Diamond. And I did it in 92 days because the company said go Diamond in 90 days. That was the big push. You go Emerald in 30 and Diamond in 90. But if I'm already sending out 10 or so messages a day, if I'm already having those conversations, why am I limiting myself? Why am I not sending 15? You know, I work out with Shaun T and he's like, when you can't do one more, do 3. So why am I putting these little tiny barriers with these blinders on, like, oh, okay, in 90 days. Oh, in 90 days. You don't have to. You can make your list of 200 people right now. And that's what my 200 challenge is making the list. And I promise you don't even have to talk to the people. Just make the list. That's where we're starting today, is you're making this list of if you could have anyone on your team, if you could have anyone join you as a challenger, put their name on the list. Go through your yearbooks, go through family photo albums, go to your friends pages and see if you have 5 or more mutual friends. Write that person's name down if you remember meeting them at a wedding or whatever. And then that's where you're going to have this very easy script. For the brand new coaches, I give you just this super easy 4 or 5 lines to say, hey, I'm really excited. I value your opinion. Would you check it out? If you are a coach that's been on a team for a while and you're trying to push to Diamond, I have a referral marketing email that you can send out. If you're like me and I'm trying to build a second business center, I have a survey that I'm asking people to complete to create those emails. And I think with Christy, she gets a lot of interaction and connection from like her bikini competition. She portrays herself as a mentor, so people look to her and watch for when she gives them opportunities to communicate. And so maybe you don't feel like you have that. And so I feel like if we can do this, and we can create within your own warm market these 200 names, this is going to be a list that's going to be a working list. It's one I was afraid to make. I've been in network marketing before, and the first time somebody tells me to make a list, I close up and I cringe and I think, no way, I am not having like a candle party at my house. Like this is not how I want to do it. And so when I started with Beachbody and they said, oh, just connect and, start these conversations and build relationships, that's what I love about it. That's what I want us to continue to do. But there's tremendous value in taking those initial 12 yeses that you're going to get out of those 200 people and creating your business, creating the momentum right now in the next 10 days so that you're building team volume, you're getting a whole new start with this Diamond mentality. Because once you do it, that means everybody else can do it. And so for me, I was like, oh, okay, Diamond in 90 days. Well, you know what that did to my coaches that maybe don't think they work as hard as I do? They were like, oh, okay, Diamond in 6 months, Diamond in 12 months. Because they see how I work and they think, oh, well, if she did it in 90, they like double or triple it. And so I don't want that for you guys. I don't want to put any barriers on you. I want to believe that you can get to Diamond in 10 days. The one last thing I want to say, because I think it's so important when everybody's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to ask 200 people to join me. Like, that's creepy, or they're going to think I'm weird. I want you to think about what you do right now, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, if you work in a dentist office, if you're a kindergarten teacher, whatever it is you do right now, think to yourself, if you emailed or messaged or text or audio messaged, however you're going to communicate these invites, if you messaged those same 200 people and said, I was a server. So when I was working, if I said, hey, I have a shift at 5:30 tonight at FMC, you want to come do it with me? How many of those 200 people would be like, yeah, I'm there. I'm going to go wait on tables with you? Not very many. I might have a few that are like, oh, I'm kind of interested, or I want to learn how to be a server, or I want to earn the cash. Like there might be different reasons. Everybody has different reasons for why they want to join, right? So I might get a handful of people that are like, maybe. I might get a handful of people that are like, yeah, I'll check it out. And then predominantly I'm going to get, oh, I don't think so. That's okay. But you're going to plant the seed. And that's all we're asking you to do is plant the seed. Okay? Because then we have another task once you have that list of 200 and you're sending out those 30 invites, we're going to show you how to add them into an interest list so that you can start really building and bonding with them on Facebook. So we just wanted to give you a baby step because it seemed like maybe people were kind of confused because there was a couple different ways to look at this in the training that we provided. So this is your kind of like baby step introduction into what we mean by build your list of 200 people.
Awesome. And just to add to what Tanya was saying, think of it this way, like I went to college, so I can also go through my college friends list. Played sports, I can go through my list of people who I played sports with. Jobs I've had, I was a server as well, people that I worked with at those different jobs, people that I trained with in triathlon. So you have an incredible list. There's a memory jogger in our Coach Online office if you need that memory jogger to jog your memory. So create your list of 200. But like Tanya said, when she said, oh, if I invited, 200 people to come serve with me when she was a server, it's also the same way if you think of somebody who is a teacher. Cassie's a teacher on our team. And she loves being a teacher. And when she went to school to become a teacher, if she went to 200 people and was like, I'm becoming a teacher, I'm super excited about it, I'm going to school to become a teacher, do you want to join me? Those people aren't judging her. Those 200 people would be like, oh yeah, that's cool, I'm proud of you, that's exciting. No, that's okay. But out of 200, there might be 2 or 3 or 4 people that are like, yeah, I think I want to be a teacher too. So, and that's okay. And those other people will be inspired by what you're doing. They'll watch you. They'll watch your journey to becoming a teacher. They'll watch to see if you love your job. Some of them might become teachers as well. Most of them won't. But like with our opportunity, the cool thing is that everybody needs health and fitness. So you're planting that seed, whether they become a coach now or later or join one of your challenge groups, people's lives change. And I know that a lot of the coaches that I have on my team personally are people that have watched me for 2 to 3, 4 years. Some of them I plant a seed and within a month or 2 months, they come back and they dive in. Cassie is one of those people. And then I have other coaches on the team, some that I went to college with. Emily's one of those who watched me for 4 years. And when I started, she thought I was crazy. And then by now she's like, I should have gotten started way back then. But her circumstances changed. She went to school, to culinary school to become a baker. She is a baker, and she thought, I want to own my own bakery. And then when she was working for other business owners, other bakers that owned their bakery, she was like, oh, that's not the lifestyle I want. And that happens to a lot of us. We think that we want something in life. We want a certain job. I know I come across a lot of friends who want to become personal trainers because they love going to the gym. Well, for the most part, personal trainers don't make that great of income. The hours suck for the most part. Not every case, but most cases. On average, personal trainer hours suck. They have to be in the gym early mornings, late evenings, and they're not making enough income, so they usually have a second job. But they love helping people. What if they could do that online? But they might not see that at first. They want to go get their personal training certification, get in the gym, start helping people. Then 2 or 3 years go by and they're like, what was that opportunity that Christy presented to me 2 years ago? I think I should take a look at that now because I'm still not earning any income. So that's what we're asking you to do. We're asking you to create that list of 200. We want you to just create that list right now. And if you're hearing no's, you're doing your job. Like, guys, I get, hundreds of no's every month. I go big every month. Like I started August 1st, I had no yeses in the pipeline. And usually I have like 10 or 15 yeses. And I know not everyone will follow through, but at least I have those yeses to follow up with. And I had nothing. And I was freaking out. I freak out every month. I told Paul, I'm not going to earn Success Club. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I don't let that fear paralyze me. I work harder. I was like, okay, I went back to all of my lists from previous months, started following up with every person that said yes to me and didn't follow through, followed up with those people that said yes to me and didn't even respond back or showed interest and didn't respond back. And by the 3rd of August, I had Success Club 10. I was shocked, but that's what those lists did. while I was I was busy creating a new list. So those first couple of days of August were crazy because I created a list of like 300 new people in 3 days. 3 days. And that's someone who creates a list every single month. And then I went back to the list from my previous month and back to the list from the previous month. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what we're teaching you to do here. We're starting out with 200, but this is something I want you to create a habit and teach your team to do, because it's really easy to create these lists with social media and with surveys like Tanya was talking about. We'll get more into that later. Tanya, anything else you want to add?
I think just to close with remembering too that, this isn't something dark and seedy and something embarrassing to ask. You actually have $1 million opportunity inside your mouth. So, how many times have we heard that you have a gift, and if you keep it in your mouth, it doesn't let that other person decide what they want. And so, reverse the roles. And if your best friend from 6th grade had an opportunity and she built a business where she's earning thousands of dollars a week, in Christy's situation, working towards $1 million business, and that best friend never shared it with you, wouldn't you be pissed?
Right?
Wouldn't you be like, what? How did I not know about this? Like, how have you been doing this whole time and I don't know? So I know I would be upset if 2.5 years ago, the girl I worked with at McClintock's didn't ask me to go do a workout. Like, look at everything I would have missed out on in the last 2.5 years. Like, I would still be slaving away, working 6 nights a week, missing every opportunity to be at a soccer game or a piano recital. My kids would be, crying that the babysitter was coming and I was leaving, and I would feel tired and miserable and be on that verge of can we pay the rent this month, and what am I going to do with all this debt and all these things. So just remember that you have something that you can't place any judgments on for somebody else, and if they're going to judge you, that's still on them. You at least gave them the opportunity. So just go out there and have it with your whole heart, knowing that you're giving something to someone that's going to change their life.
Tanya, I think this is why we do so well, like when we're in a car and we're throwing ideas back and forth, because everything you say, I'm like, oh yeah, and and that reminded me that like it really is a gift, because I think of the average American and how much they make a year on average. And I don't know exactly what that is. I would say it's probably between 50 to 75,000 a year. And so I'm just going to go with 50, because even though California is a super expensive state, not all states are that crazy. So think of 50,000 a year. Somebody who's earning 50,000 in 10 years, they're going to earn $500,000, $500,000, right? And maybe that person does want more, and you don't offer it to them. Like if my coach didn't offer this opportunity to me, you guys, I would be earning $50,000 a year. And to give you guys an idea, my first partial year with Beachbody, I only earned $6,000, but I was stoked. It was my own business. Most businesses are in the red for 3 years. So I was pumped. Now at my 4-year mark with all of my business centers, I earned in 4 years, $550,000 in 4 years. Now I just told you if I was earning $50,000 a year, it would take me 10 years to earn $500,000 working for someone else. Now, in the next year, my 5th year, our income, like I did the math, and what we've earned already is over $200,000. So for the entire year, for the entire 5th year, it should be around $450,000. So it actually will take us in 5 years to earning $1 million in 5 years. And the craziest part is in the 6th year, it's going to be $1 million a year. So,
oh my gosh.
Right. So in 6 years, that's $2 million, where in 10 years, I wouldn't have even made $500,000. Pretty incredible opportunity. Don't keep that in your mouth. If this opportunity wasn't given to me, we would be living paycheck to paycheck. We wouldn't own our own home. We wouldn't pay cash for our cars. We wouldn't pay cash for a boat. Like people always say, boat, break out another $1,000. I don't have to worry about that. Like, whatever. Like we can afford a boat and not have it break us. Now, mind you, I'm still frugal. I don't buy brand new things. They're always used, but maybe someday. But we really have this incredible opportunity just to change someone's life, even take away the financial part. Like, imagine those people that you've helped that have lost 10 pounds or 20 or 50 or 100. They don't care that you heard no's. They don't care that everybody else said no to you. They just care that you changed their life, that you help them build confidence again, that you help them build belief, that you help them see that they can set a goal and achieve it. Like, that matters. That really matters. Helping people have a higher quality of life so they're not just going through the motions, so they're actually living. And I think that's the gift that we have to offer. And be excited to share it. I could care less if people say no. I'm like, say no. You'll be coming back later. But anything else, Tanya? Sorry.
I think that's good. That's awesome.
Perfect. Awesome. Perfect. So my goal really is to help all of you guys go diamond this month. Like Tanya said, it's something that can be done in 10 days. I've known coaches that have gone diamond in 1 day. It takes belief and confidence for sure, but Tanya and I had that belief and confidence in you if you don't have it for yourself yet. So start out with this list of 200 and we'll keep moving forward. Okay, guys, have a great day.